Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy alongside Rob Hughes. I'm Ross Bowen, and we begin tonight's show with a pair of rivalry games taking place less than a mile apart.
And we'll start it at Lafayette. Jeff, for the Broncos, we're hosting the Harrison Raiders. Jeff's been on a roll of late, and a win tonight over his Raiders would give them 8 wins out of their last 10 games. Coach Scott Radiker had the Broncos rolling tonight. Darian Collins finds Dan Rixey wide open in the corner. The junior buries the 3-ball. Jeff takes a 34-10 lead. Ouch. Moments later, Collins flies by Dominic Trapp and glides the hoop for the layup off the glass. Raiders trying to fight back. Aiden Hannon swings it over to Jack Matthew and goes hard in the paint. Sophomore finishes with the lay-in. Harrison's Mackie Evans finds Cade Reneker chilling all alone in the corner. He can't let that happen. Senior lets it fly. But Harrison goes into the fourth down by 25. The Raiders pressing, but Jeff too athletic. Collins strolls into the lane and knocks down the floater. Later on, Reneker swings it over to Trapp, and he nails the 3-ball. Harrison wakes up in the final quarter. But
he had a big fourth quarter, by the way.
Yeah, well, the Raiders had a big fourth quarter, probably because of that. But off the Raider turnover, Collins finds David Hanyard up court for the hoop and the harm. Jeff hangs on for the 56-49 win.
Dave Barrett and the Knights at home against Westside. The Red Devils face an uphill battle in this one, thanks in large part to Nye Carlisle picking up 3 fouls in the first 9 minutes of the game. Dave Wood respectfully disagrees with that call. And that's when CC put this game away for good. Avery Denhart knocks down the long jumper. Avery making sure everyone knows that shot was worth 3. Speaking of threes, if you're not going to guard it, Jackson Anthrop's going to knock it down. And moments later, CC working the ball around the top of the arc, and it leads to a shot at the rim for Luke Fusick. He gets it to go in traffic with a little contact. Back to the Jack show. He had 23 points at the half, and this ball game was over. 84-65 is the final. The Knights improved to 11-8 on the season. Over at McCutcheon, Darnell Butler and the Mavericks hosting Huntington North. The Mavs put this game away quickly. Hayden Deaton wide open in the corner. He was just getting warmed up. The Vikings had their hands full at both ends. Butler pulls down the rebound. The Mavericks are on the run. This kid is going to be good by the time he's a senior. Check out the floater from Robert Finnessy.
Smooth.
Absolutely silky smooth. Back to Deaton. Somebody might want to check the scouting report, folks. Wide open again, and it's the same result. More Mavericks getting into the mix on the offensive end. This time it's Spencer Caldwell, lets it fly and tickles the twine. Moments later, back to the freshman. Finnessy says, "I'll take that, you take this." That leads to a timeout. The Mavericks would cruise to a 55-34 victory. McCutcheon is now 19-3 on the year.
Take a little stroll up to the region. Twin Lakes squaring off against Rensselaer. Photog getting up close and personal with the bomb squad. Austin Fleming starts things off with a strong drive to the basket and finishes with the easy layup. Indians forced to take a quick timeout, and the Bombers are up early. After the TO, Bryce Bennington finds Justin Crabb for the top of a key 3. Indians still trying to catch up. Great inbound plays like this make that difficult to do. Nathan Myers gets the touch pass to Bryce Dino, who nails the triple. Bombers go up by 6. Indians respond again as Bennington uses the fundamental jump stop, open up, nail the mid-range jumper. Indians still trailed at this point, and the Bombers' shooting would prove to be key. Rensselaer would get the win 63-55. At Benton Central, the Bison overseeing warm-ups. BC hosting South Newton.
That's intimidating.
It is. It's kind of scary, honestly. The Rebels off to a quick start, going straight to the middle of the floor. Jay Hamill with the bucket and the foul. A little later, Henry Fisher taking matters into his own hands. Fancy footwork. Gets his own miss. Finishes it off with a deuce. Coach Kyle Marlatt approves of that play. Now, how about some defense? Jack Marquis gets the deflection. Marcus Patterson flips it up ahead to Marquis. And he drops the hammer. Ross, I thought he was going to dunk it with one hand. That was a two-handed dunk. We don't see a whole lot of that.
He's strong.
Now at the end of the first quarter, Marquis takes a screen from Fisher, drives the lane, and dishes out to Patterson, who spots up for the 3. Nothing but net. 2-point Bison lead at that point. They go on to win 55-36. 5 games down and 9 to go, including stops at Rossville, Covington, and Delphi.
That's right, the Oracles taking on the Frontier Falcons. The Frenzy will be right back.
It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Welcome back to the Frenzy. It's been an up and down season for the Delphi boys basketball team. The Oracles came into play tonight with a 10-10 record.
On the other side, Frontier would probably do just about anything to be 500. The Falcons were looking for win number 5 tonight on the road. Delphi senior Brent Hahn looking to join the 1,000-point club tonight, joining his brother Austin on the list. First quarter, Delphi's Tyler Ross gets the feed down low and puts it in. Later, Hahn gets his first three to fall. There's Tyler Ross. Here's the first three. It falls. It was going to be a good night when you hit the first one. Then Hahn nails his second attempt, putting him 1 point shy of the century mark. Frontier getting on the board. Zeb Davis lays it in. Back to Hahn. He goes over 1,000 points with the three. Frontier keeping it close to the basket. Zach Loy rattles it in.
What?
It's good. Oracle's too tough to... I thought you wanted to add something. Hahn goes 4 for 4 from three land in the first quarter. Hahn on fire tonight. He had 30 points on 10 threes. That's a lot of biscuits being buttered, Rob.
Just short of a dozen.
He broke 3 school records, most three-pointers in a game, most threes in a season, and most career threes by an Oracle, all of which coming in a Delphi win, 72-48, the final.
Got to feel good about that. Over at Rossville, the Hornets taking on Faith Christian. Early on, the Hornets feed it down low to Kyle Bordner. He finds Elijah Beard. Beard goes off the window. Beard is strong. Later on, Grant Moeller.
His beard is strong?
Just Beard,
okay.
the name.
Okay.
Finds Neil Beery. He toes the line, buries the long ball. Hornets taking control early. And speaking of control, Faith Christian's Austin Norton loses the rock, recovers, finds a cutting Matt Dutton, who finishes with a nice layup. Dandy play from the Eagles. Dandy. Dutton drives and kicks. The ball eventually finds Norton in the corner, and he knocks down the three ball. Hornets with nice inside-outside ball movement. Beery, another three-pointer. And Rossville takes the win by 9, 61-52.
Pioneer at Winnemac. Warrior students doing some sort of pregame ritual there. Second quarter action. Panther junior Caleb Kinley off the inbound hits the sideline jumper, cutting the Warrior lead to 1. A few possessions later, Warriors swinging the ball around to senior Adam Grunig, who's craving that beef house. He butters the biscuit. Speaking of which, my favorite sales associate, Colin Reed, brought me some beef house rolls today. Then it's Derek Dotlich hesitating, driving, scoring the layup there. Warriors up 6. Told you I'd get Colin a reference there. Panthers trying to stay in this one. Kinley channeling his inner Nowitzki. He can't believe it. Look at him shaking his head. Just can't believe it. Pioneers still fighting. Off the Winnemac miss. Panthers get the rebound, but Dotlich is there to poke it loose for the easy 2. Nice play.
Ripped.
Warriors take this one 60-56.
North White visiting West Central to take on the Trojans. Vikings up big in the fourth, but West Central kept playing. Here's Brandon Brickley. Drains the three from the right wing. That is going to be anything but a brick, huh?
I would
couple
say
possessions later.
I would say
It's Brickley again from nearly the same spot as the last one. You know, this
More
name,
like Swishley.
This name is not fitting for what he's doing here.
Ruben's giggling.
On the other end, Vikings flexing their muscle, grabbing the offensive board, swing the ball around, finding an open man. Nice ball movement here. North White cruises in this one by a final of 76-50.
Picking things up in the third, Carroll's Jared Miller trapped in the backcourt, but he throws a strike to Jaron Bush for the lay-in. Nicely done. Later, Bush with the miss. Miller gets the rebound and the putback. They're sharing the basketball. Then it's Miller from three land. Nothing but the bottom of the net. There it is. From the corner. That's my favorite spot to shoot.
Yeah,
Later, it's Bush off the inbound pass. Misses, but follows it back in. Always good to follow your shot, folks. Dominating the interior, it's Bush under the basket. Just give him the bucket.
Said Bush like 9 times.
Yeah, and Carroll wins 67-42.
For good reason. The Covington Trojans looking to beat North Putnam at home tonight. What, 19-1, 22-1? I don't know. They've only lost one game and they're good. Trojan senior Chandler Springs skies for a monster layup. Not sure if that was a dunk or a layup, but it's good for 2. Later on, Covington's Bryce Cooper breaks some ankles with the shake and bake and gets the bucket. Trojans get out to a strong start. North Putnam had trouble with the Trojan defense, but Corbin Judy gets the mid-range J to drop. But this one, all Covington. Good ball movement here by the home team as they get it to Cooper, making it look easy. Covington annihilates North Putnam 74-24. Time to move on to the Wabash River Conference. The Fountain Central Mustangs looking to pick up their third straight conference win.
You know who likes Wabash River basketball? Ruben Juarez.
Ruben Juarez does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. The Mustangs taking on North Vermilion tonight. For more on tonight's game, we welcome in the third member of our team, Sports 18's Ruben Juarez. Hey, Ruben.
Hey guys, the Mustangs and Falcons have split the last 6 games in the series. At halftime tonight, the Mustangs were up 9. Pick it up in the second half. Fountain Central's Tim Ellis catches a bad pass and hits the 3 from the corner. Cody Wright gonna get the steal, and he's gonna find Will Martin. Martin gets the easy deuce. North Vermilion would tie the game at 44 in the 4th. On the other end, Woodrow, with the catch and pop from the corner, he would give the Mustangs 3 points and give his defender the stare down. But it's not enough to faze North Vermilion. They come back to win by 1 by a final of 55-54. Attica going on the road at Rockville. Direct inbounds pass to Attica's Jacob Markov, who fires and nails the jumper. Attica down 3 midway through the second quarter. Later on, the Red Ramblers get the ball out to Brian Allday, and he knocks down the 3 ball. Attica's Logan Harmison tries for 3, misses, but Kenny Little gets the lightning quick putback. But Attica falls by 20. The Rocks take it 66-46. Seeger taking on Turkey Run. Seeger's Jordan Bailiff misses under the bucket, but Addison Martin has his back and he puts in the basket for the first bucket of the game. Borden Kennedy with a precise pass to Bailiff, who cuts to the basket and drops in 2 more for the Patriots. Later on, they find Taryn Wade hanging out by himself, and he knocks down the 3 ball. Seeger takes it 57-48.
Hey, thanks, Ruben. It's that time of the night. Coming up after the break, we'll catch up with Lafayette Jeff head coach Scott Radiker.
That's right. The Broncos picked up a win tonight over my Harrison Raiders. We'll hear from Coach next. The Frenzy. We'll be right back. Back to the Frenzy, making his first appearance on our show this season. Lafayette Jeff head coach Scott Radiker. Coach, thanks for being here.
It's good to be here.
Obviously, anytime you get a win over your rival has got to be a good feeling. I know they made you sweat a little bit.
Yeah, it was like, we were playing really well for 3 quarters. I thought we really dominated the game for 3 quarters. And, we had our guy, our fans were into it, everybody's going into it. And then by the end of the game, it was like fans were a little nervous. It was that down to a golf clap, basically. Everybody was just too nervous. It was crazy. But, real excited about how we played for 3 quarters. We did a lot of great things, and then we got the stops when we needed to at the end of the game. And we knew they weren't going to quit. I mean, they're a team that plays really hard. Coach does a great job with them over there. We're 2 even teams. We just happened to play really, really well tonight for 3 quarters, and got a little complacent in the 4th. And they hit some big shots and kept playing.
How important was the start for you guys tonight? At one point, you were up 17-4, and you needed that, down the stretch. How important was that right away?
Oh, it was huge, and I think even more importantly was the start of the second half. We preached to them at halftime. It was 24-9. We said we got to win the first 4 minutes, and we won the first 4 minutes 7-1, and then we won the last 4 minutes 7-5. So we won the 4th quarter and feeling pretty good that we, had that killer instinct and smell the blood instinct and came out and played really well. So we were excited about that, and it was just the opposite in the 4th quarter. I think we got in a hurry a little bit, and we missed a lot of layups, and they hit shots and worked their way back in the game.
And, before we came on here, you said you wanted to give a shout-out to the student section. Obviously, you guys came out with some serious intensity to open up a lead like that. How was the students and playing a part in that?
It was great. You look over there, and it was just an awesome student section. The whole crowd was great tonight. It was a great atmosphere, but I got to give a shout-out to our students. They were awesome. We need them back Tuesday night. So, they just did an awesome job, and I want to thank them all for coming out. So
Tuesday night, your last regular season game at home against Rensselaer. What do you want to see from your team as you get ready for sectionals?
Well, we got to do a better job closing out games. We played a lot of close games this year, and you know, there are times we could have closed the game out a lot easier rather than playing 7 overtime games. You know, we need to be able to take care of the basketball and close out games when we have a chance to do it. And you know, that's something we'll watch on tape, and we'll get ready to do that, and just continue to play with the same intensity and swagger that we're playing with, and you know, hopefully we can improve from now to Tuesday, and then from Tuesday to the following Tuesday of sectional week.
Cool. Hey, best of luck.
Hey,
Congratulations on the win
Thanks,
tonight. I
Coach.
know it was painful
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you.
Anytime Coach Radiker can come in, it's a good night.
All right. Well, for more Frenzy-related features, including bonus highlights from tonight's games, just visit our website, WOFI.com.
Have a great weekend.